Let me give you a number. Over 80% of AI projects fail. Not 20%, not 30%, over 80%. And this is confirmed by corporation research, and this number is also twice the failure rate of any technology project in the history. And here's what makes the number fascinating to me as a researcher. The reason is almost never algorithms, not even data, definitely not the technology. The reason in study after study is culture. I'm Narmada Kamalakanan, a doctoral researcher at École de Ponts Business School in Paris. I've spent 18 years studying inside organizations, watching the patterns as a human resources and talent development leader. Today, I want to show you precisely why AI transformation fails and what organizations who succeed are doing differently. Let me paint you a picture. Slightly traveling back in 2024 in a European headquartered company, let's say based in Paris. They have approved a €2 million AI investment deal. They've hired data scientists. They've signed software contracts. The board has been briefed. The PowerPoint is brilliant. 18 months later, the platform is getting dust. Sounds familiar? McKinsey and BCG research shows that 70% of all digital transformation initiatives fail to meet their objectives. Bain's 2024 analysis goes further. 88% of business transformation fail to achieve their original ambitions. Yet, same year, 66% of organizations are using generative AI regularly. Investments in AI has reached $252 billion in 2024 alone. We are in a strange moment. Organizations are spending and investing more on AI than ever, at the same time failing at it more than ever. The question that makes me return to my research is why? And the answer consistently is this: culture is greater than technology. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. Docker said that decades ago. My research sits at an unusual intersection. I study how culture shapes cognition, how people think, how they decide, they resist across organizations, across countries. And that's what I'm going to walk you through today. Is that AI failure is not random. There are patterns, there are cultural patterns, predictable ones. And if you know what you want to look out for, you can see them coming proactively before spending a single euro on implementation. There are 5 cultural layers that determine whether AI transformation succeeds or fail. And today, I'm going to take you through each one of them. Ready? The first layer is the one closest in your office, your organization culture. AI is not a tool or a software that you install. It's a capability you cultivate. And cultivating it requires something specific, a learning culture. A learning culture is where experimentation is encouraged, where failure is information, not a career risk. And here is a reality in most organizations. McKinsey's research found that less than 30% of CEOs are actually sponsoring their company's AI agenda directly. That means over 70% of AI initiatives are being led from the middle management, but they don't have authority to change the culture around them. And when employees work in an environment where failure is punished, even quietly or subtly, they will not experiment with AI. They will comply this on paper, but not in practice. I call this compliance without adoption. The system gets used to updating greens in report, but not in reality. Organizations succeed at AI transformation have one thing in common. The basic is psychological safety before they roll out the technology. Hear me out, before, not after. The second layer becomes visible the moment your AI transformation involves more than one country, which is very normal in the world of globalization. You have data scientists sitting in India, you have engineers in Germany, business leaders in France, and stakeholders in Japan. Each of these teams bring completely different cultural relationship to the project. The Indian team may work with extreme deference to hierarchy, waiting for explicit approval even before flagging a problem. The German engineers may resist AI system because their uncertainty avoidance is high. The French business leaders may guard their data within their department's silos. The Japanese stakeholder may delay decisions for months to ensure pursuit of consensus. None of these people are wrong. None of them are being difficult. They are who they are. They're being cultural. And if the organization leading this rollout has not done a cultural diagnostic before the deployment, if they have not mapped their differences, they've built bridges across them, the project will fragment exactly these lines. The technology works, but the humans around it don't. The third layer is where I want to spend for a moment because that's the layer which most AI consultants completely ignore. Geet Hofstede spent decades researching what I think is the invisible cultural architecture of a national culture. The values that shape how people think, how different countries relate to authority, ambiguity, the group, and future. He identified 6 dimensions. Let me just explain 2 of them to see what I see in AI resistance. The first one is uncertainty avoidance. This measures how comfortable a country is with the unknown, with risks, with ambiguity, with je ne sais pas, we don't know it. France scores 86 out of 100 on uncertainty avoidance, amongst the highest in the world. Think about what that means for AI adoption. An AI system, by its nature, is a black box. For a culture with very high uncertainty avoidance, where people need to know the rules, know the regulations, this algorithm cannot be fully explained, which is deeply uncomfortable. That's not resistance to technology. That's a deeply cultural need for explainability, for control, for predictability. And if your AI implementation doesn't address that directly through transparent AI design, through explainable frameworks, through very deliberate change management, it will fail. The second example I would give, power distance. France also scores 68 on power distance, meaning hierarchy is strongly accepted. Decisions flow downward, challenging authority upward is not comfortable. What does that mean for AI? It means your approval cycles are long. It means frontline employees who see a problem in AI won't raise it because raising it means challenging the authority. It means the people closest to implementation have least voice in fixing it. These are not management problems, these are cultural problems. And imagine a globalized world in this. The fourth layer is leadership, AI leadership. This is the one that frustrates me most because this is the most fixable and still consistently ignored. Research shows that executives treat AI like an IT transformation project. They hand it to the technology team. They review the dashboard once a quarter and expect results in 90 days. That's not organization transformation. But AI is not an IT project. It is an organization's transformation. And organization's transformation require leadership that is visible, consistent, and culturally intelligent. What does culturally intelligent leadership look like? It means understanding your German engineering team and your Indian data team needs different kind of reassurance about the same project. It means knowing that move fast and break things is a Silicon Valley value. It will actively harm your implementation in a high uncertainty avoidance culture, like France maybe. It means recognizing that trust in AI is not building through training modules. It is built through experience. It is built through transparency and through timeline. The leaders who succeed at AI transformation are not the ones who know most about machine learning. They're the ones who know more about the people around these missions. So the question is your organization led by culturally intelligent leaders? The fifth layer is the most human of all. Every employee in every organization that's rolling out AI is asking two questions. They might not say them loud, but they're asking them, can I trust this? Will this replace my job? These are not irrational fears, they are deeply human ones. And they're cultural. In some cultures, trust in system, institutions, in rules, in algorithms is very high. In others, trust is built through relationships, through human judgment, through knowing the person behind the decision. People buy products for the people and not only for its usage. Think about it. If your AI implementation does not address these questions directly, not with FAQ in an onboarding pack, but genuinely ongoing, culturally sensitive communication, you will face what researchers call surface compliance and underground resistance. People will use the system when the manager is watching. They will work around it when they are not. And your AI project will show adoption numbers that look fine. The graph is going up, but end of the day, it fails because psychological safety is not built. So, what do organizations that succeed do differently? Five things. They all happen before the technology goes live, not just after. Number one, culture diagnostic before technology adoption. Before you spend a single euro on your AI implementation, map your organization's culture profile. What is your uncertainty avoidance? Where does power block feedback loops? This is not a soft exercise. This is not a HR exercise. This is the most cost effective leadership thing that you could do before a multi-million euro rollout. Number two, build psychological safety first. Create AI labs, create AI experimentation, an environment where failure is explicitly safe, not implicitly tolerated. Leaders model it, managers protect it. This is the strongest predictor of AI adoption success. Number three, cross cultural AI teams. Not just cross functional. It is not enough to put data scientists and business leaders in the same room. You need to put who can navigate cultural dynamics of the room. Have you thought about the third culture's adults? Culture bridges, code switchers, people who understand what a Japanese colleague's silence is about. Number four is explainability as a cultural requirement, not a technology add on. In high uncertainty avoidance culture, your AI system must be explainable, not just technically, but humanly. People need to understand in plain language why this algorithm makes this decision. This is not optional for countries like France, Germany, or Japan. This is the price of adoption. Number five, measure. Measure cultural readiness along the technology readiness, cultural success along with technology deployment success. Before you scale, assess not whether your system works, but whether your culture is ready to use it. These are different questions, right? The best organizations, according to McKinsey research, are the ones seeing real AI ROI, which are those who redesign their workflows and their culture before they're modeling their techniques. Here is what I want you to take from today. AI is not failing because engineers are bad at their jobs. AI is not failing because data isn't good enough. It is failing because organizations are treating a fundamentally human challenge as a technology one. Culture is not soft side of transformation. Culture is the transformation. And organizations that understand this, that invest in culture diagnostics, in psychological safety, in cross-cultural fluency, in human trust, are those organizations that are seeing 5.3 times higher success rates than those focused only on technology. 5.3 times more. That's not a marginal advantage. That's the difference between an AI project that transforms your organization and the one that quietly gathers dust. I research this because I have lived it. I have been on both spectrums, different cultures, different countries, and I evolve. I believe AI transformation is cultural before it is technical. If that lens interests you, if you want to think about how culture, identity, global mobility can shape the way organizations think and work, this is the channel for you. Subscribe to the channel. I publish new research and my learnings on these topics. And if you're building or leading an AI transformation right now and you're sensing culture is your real challenge, come find me on LinkedIn. That's a great conversation I would genuinely love to have. Have a lovely rest of the day and see you at the next video.